Hey guys, hope you're having a great day. It's Andy Elliott. Welcome to the backside of the COVID-19, guys. People are opening up left and right. A lot of you guys are scheduled to go back to work here pretty soon. If not, you're already back in work. Guys, I have one word for today. It's commitment. I need massive commitment from you guys. Listen to me. I want to share something with you. Every single person right now needs a plan and a strategy to crush 2020 and finish this year strong. We got May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Guys, we got 8 months left. If you're broke on zero and you have nothing right now, nada, zero money in the bank, with 8 months, you can still finish making $250,000. But you have to make a commitment right now. The good thing is, accountability, right, is tough to find, but not with me. Let me explain this to you. Every single person in this world, without money or with money, can shoot me a text right now, 918-210-0254. You know what you do with that phone number? You shoot me a text, you say, Andy, I'm dead broke on E. I need some training. I need some help to push me through. Well, number one, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's most importantly. Number two, set up your alert so every single day when I release a sales training video for free that costs you nothing, you can watch it. And more importantly, on top of that, when you send me that text message, I have tons of great training programs. Guys, we just got finished with last week with the Master Closer Seminar. It was freaking insane. If you want to see some clips of what the Master Closer Seminar looked like, all you got to do is join me on Facebook. Type in right now, go to Facebook, pause the video, go to Facebook, type in Andy Elliott Car Sales Nation. It's that easy. Andy Elliott Car Sales Nation. When you do, join the group. It's for free. You can check out some of the craziest stuff that's been going on. Guys, Car Sales Nation, we're just opened the group about 2 weeks ago. We're almost at about 1,000 members. Guys, in my CRM, I have 50,000 salespeople that I'm training around the world. We are growing fast. I am building the most successful, strongest mindset and skill salesman across the world. All you have to do is raise your hand and say, I have a commitment, and come with me. It costs you no money, but time. And if you're willing to put the time in because you're worth it, you don't get in life what you deserve, you get what you negotiate. If you want to be great at negotiating, which is one of the topics we're going to talk about during this video, give yourself the time. I'll take you there, I promise you. All right, with that being said, what we're going to talk about during this video is selling, persuading, negotiating, and convincing. The 4 magic skills that every sales pro in the world has to have. If you don't have these skills, you will be losing money. When you're losing money, you'll be sitting there thinking to yourself like, man, I need to make more money. Maybe you don't need more customers. Maybe you need to learn how to close more deals. Maybe, I'm just saying, maybe that you're losing sales early on and it's not the closing that's the problem, but your selling game is soft. Can we fix that? Absolutely. That's great news, and we will fix it. So what I want you to do, get a pen, get a piece of paper, okay? And I want you to do this. Write your name at the top, just as if we were at school. And it's you, so I would write, real simple, Andy Elliott. All right, when you write Andy Elliott, what we have to do, every man and every woman must test themselves. Test yourself with me. It's you and yourself. Take your selling skill from 1 being the worst and 10 being the best. And I want you to rate yourself on your selling skill. 1 to 10. Be honest with yourself. You cannot go in with ego and pride and expect to get better. Okay? What you have to do is take your cup right now, take your cup and empty it out. And when you empty out your cup, you have the ability to fill it again. Be honest with yourself. How do you rate yourself 1 to 10? Well, let's say you rate yourself an 8 on selling. It could be a 1 on selling, it could be a 10. Let's move to the next part. Persuading. Persuading is getting people to think the same way as you. Is to take the way that I feel and push it through to you. Whether it's on the phone, whether it's in person, it's persuading. Guys, persuading is what we are. We aren't salespeople, we're persuaders. All right? With that being said, how do you rate yourself on persuading? 1 to 10. Well, let's say you say, hey Andy, I'm a 6. All right, now let's talk about negotiating. Negotiating is, so 90% of the time, you're outside on the lot doing what? Building value, making the customer love you, selling. The last 10% of the time, what are you doing? You're inside collecting 100% of the money. What do we do when we collect 100% of the money the last 10% of the time? We negotiate, okay? Now, unless you just have nothing but laydowns in your store, a lot of these customers want to ask for a better deal. How well do you deal with customers when they ask for that better deal? Do you negotiate down? Are you one of these people that go around and say, man, I'm a closer? Let me ask you this. Are you a closer as in you can close the deal on your own, but you negotiate down, and that's the style of closer you are? Or are you a master closer? We can close a deal and close it for all the money and use money justification and justify why to the customers that they need to spend more without giving up the hard-earned profit that your family deserves. And the people will say yes. They'll buy it as long as you give them reasons and excuses why they should buy it. So with that being said, negotiating, where are you? Some of you guys may say, man, Andy, I'm a 4 on negotiating. Here's a good way to see if you're great at negotiating or not. So whether you sold 6 cars last month or 66 or 166, it doesn't matter. How many of those deals did your manager close? Write that down, okay? How many deals are your managers closing? How many are you closing on your own? And then lastly, the ones that you did close on your own, are you closing them for all the money or are you giving concessions? You see, salespeople are going to give concessions or the customers will give concessions. Let me explain what a concession looks like from a salesperson. A salesperson would say, I'm at 18 grand. The customer would say, I'm at 16. And the salesperson would say, if I could get to 17, would you do it? Would you split the difference? Would you meet me in the middle? No more than up to and silly stuff like that. A concession from the customer would be the customer saying, oh, wow, okay, so I want to give you 16 and then you're at 18. But then after a beautiful, compelling presentation, a well-planned strategy, the customer, and you have the words tattooed on your heart, what to say, you have the right body language, the right voice tonality, you have the right words, you have the right energy, you're controlling the atmosphere with great buyer management and seller management, which is you. The customer says, you know what? You got yourself a deal. And they shake your hand at the 18 and you win victoriously. That would be great at negotiating. Not being great at negotiating would be the other way. All right, with that being said, let's move on to number 4. Number 4 is going to be convincing. Convincing is not the same as negotiating. It's not the same as persuading, and it's not the same as influencing. You have to be able to convince people to think the way that you need them to think. In order to do that, you have to have the best training in the world. How great are you from 1 to 10 on convincing people to do what you want? Let me tell you this. If you're not a salesperson and you're watching this video and let's just say you don't sell cars and you're on my channel and you're like, man, I got 12,000 subscribers. Guys, I've been doing this, for a year. We're building. Guys, I'm going all the way to the top with you. I'm going to create the most successful sales pros in the world. Car Sales Nation, guys, go to Facebook, type in Andy Elliott Car Sales Nation. Join us there. We are a growing animal. I'm about to start putting out live sales training videos again every single day. What I've been doing for you guys over the last month, if you guys haven't noticed, you've been getting a lot of 1-hour videos, okay? Not live, not me saying, hey guys, it's Andy, how you doing? Hope you're crushing it. No, it's of me physically training people in my conference room and then uploading it to YouTube. Why? Because I want you to see what it looks like when you train with me one-on-one. Giving you small examples here, small examples there. I want to tell you a story about Missy. Missy came in this weekend, okay? Her name's Missy Ramirez. She came in this weekend. She said she came to the Master Closer Seminar. She said she almost quit selling cars. And then she decided, you know what? I'm going to go to the Master Closer Seminar and it's going to be my last shot. It's like all in or all out. Missy came this weekend. She trained with us all here in the conference room from 9 to 5. She felt the love in the room, the brotherhood, the sisterhood, the family, the training that she has never seen before. I taught her every word track I know, all the closes that she needs to know to go back to work, how to keep a strong mindset when stuff doesn't go the way that you want it to. We taught her how to have a hard conversation with the customer when the customer doesn't want the deal that she's giving them. And you know what happened? Misty went back to work. She sold 4 cars in 2 days. Let me explain this to you. She's an 8-car saleswoman. 8 cars. And now she went back to work and sold 4 cars in 2 days. Guys, she's on track to sell 30 cars this month. Not only has her life changed, but her gross is up 3 times more than what it was. Guys, I want to tell you, training is where it's at. If you want to become deadly at selling, persuading, negotiating, and convincing, that's what I teach for a living. Everything under the sun that you need to make 100,000, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 700,000 a year, you are capable of making that kind of money. Now, you may have people around you that say, you're not capable of that, or don't think that big, or that's not possible in our business. Those are people that have given up on their own dreams that are now trying to convince you to give up on yours. So what do you have to do? You have to be incredibly great at convincing. Even if you're not a salesperson, you're still going to have to convince people in life to give you jobs, to give you something that you need. You have to be great at convincing. The better that you become at these 4 things, the more money you make. Now check this out. Is it natural? Do you know how to do this great? Or do you just wing it every time you have a customer? Winging it will get you broke. Winging it is making paychecks like this. You want to have a divorce? I know salespeople on their 3rd divorce right now. You know why? Because they're car salesmen and they've never went and invested in themselves and they've never had the right training. So they make $3,000 here and then they make $13,000 here. And then it goes this. Now, by the way, that's just one of the things. That's called money. And because they have to spend so much time in the dealership because they don't have any great training, so they're not able to ever design their own life, now they don't invest in your wife or your kids. So if you don't invest in your wife or kids, what happens? Well, whatever you put into something is what you get out of it. So you don't get a lot out of it, so now what happens? Now your kids don't know who you are, and your wife, right, is like, who is this person? Or if you're a woman, your husband's like, hey, who is this? I didn't marry you. This isn't the person I married. Somebody bring my wife or my husband back home. Training allows you to become deadly at making money when you're at work, design your own life, get ahead in life, which is why we got in sales, because we have the ability to make unlimited income. And by the way, the human potential is unlimited. Now, with all that being said, the salesperson alone, let's talk about the salesperson, okay? What do you think his mind looks like and his emotions? Sounds like a miserable life. I want to tell you this. You don't have to have that life anymore, but you do have to raise your hand and you have to ask for help. I'm going to give my cell phone here. It's 918-210-0254. Yes, that's me. Yes, that's my cell phone. Yes, you can text me right now. All I need you to do is, if you need help, reach out to me. I'll help you. If you want to become deadly at selling, persuading, negotiating, and convincing, I can help you do it. This video right here is to tell you that the backside of COVID-19 is here. We are about to elevate our game, start training harder than ever. I would recommend that each one of you guys do one thing with one word, that is be committed. Committed, committed, committed. And by the way, if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. If you know someone else that needs the help, send them the video and have them link up with me. Guys, go to our Facebook group. It's free. It costs nothing. All you have to do is take 2 seconds and go to Andy Elliott Car Sales Nation. Guys, I want you to have a blessed day. Get ready for massive training videos, and then I'll see you at the top. Don't forget to